and know that you are the one who comes first. Like, period. There are probably people who would probably check in on me just to see how far am I. Has she given up yet? Oh, she's still doing this. We thought she had given up a long time ago. No, honey, I'm not gonna give up. Hi boss babes, welcome back to my channel. My name is simonesanangurai. I'm on Instagram and I'm on TikTok as @bosssimone1. If it is your first time tuning in, you are more than welcome to be part of the family. And if you're a returning subscriber, you already know that I love you so much and I appreciate you. So guys, let's get into today's video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to deal with negativity from people, especially from your inner cycle. So the reason why I'm going to be doing this video is going to be part of the Vlogmas, and I've decided to come up with some inspirational videos from here and there, just to give you a little bit of a motivation, since we are nearing the end of the year and nearing the beginning of a brand new year. So I just feel like you might need a little bit of motivation here and there. Someone out there might be watching and you might find something useful from this video. And the other second reason why I am doing this video, there is someone who approached me, and I don't want to mention her name because I don't know if she would appreciate me. I didn't discuss with her first. I don't know if she would appreciate me mentioning her name over here, but she actually approached me because she was talking about her starting a YouTube channel, that she started a YouTube channel. And she told me that she watched one of my videos where I spoke about how I got my first 100 subscribers. And I spoke about sending links to my inner cycle, to my WhatsApp, people in my WhatsApp list and all that. I spoke about how you should not be afraid to market yourself. And she told me that she did exactly that, but she received so much backlash from people, especially the ones who were in her inner cycle. So as I began to speak to her and advising her, I found so much information coming out of myself that was so helpful, and I could actually make a video about this on YouTube and share it with someone else who could possibly be watching and feeling demotivated, more especially because people are giving you negative vibes because you decided to start a YouTube channel, you decided to start a business, you decided to start anything. You know how people are when it comes to someone starting, especially when people feel like you're just a commoner like them. When people feel like you are just someone you're just a girl next door, or how our cousins or our sisters sometimes tend to feel like you're just someone I grew up with. We're sleeping on the same bed. Like, I just, right now, as I'm talking about this, I'm just taken back and I'm thinking about the story of Joseph the dreamer in the Bible, when Joseph was telling his brothers that, hey guys, this is what I dreamt of. I dreamt of you guys bowing down to me. I dreamt of, or he would talk about dreams, and when the dreams were getting interpreted, it would simply mean that everyone is gonna bow down to him, and they're like, you are just our little brother, and what would make you think would bow down to you, you know? So sometimes people feel some type of way when someone that they grew up with or someone that is in their cycle start doing things that are extraordinary. And I do not know where do people get this conception, but people often think like those celebrities that are up there, or those social media influencers that are already big, do you guys possibly think they started at, let's say, for example, someone has 200,000 subscribers on YouTube. You possibly think someone started on 200. Of course, that person did not start on 200,000K. And when that person started, they started just like you and me, being a small YouTuber, having 0 subscribers, telling people to subscribe and others not even listening to you. There's a famous saying that says, people will not support you until they realize it's popular to support you. So obviously a person has to start from somewhere. So if you're going to look at me and belittle me because I'm just starting, I'm trying to make something out for myself, and then you're going to look at me and belittle me and think like, you are probably just wasting your time, you're probably just delusional. I mean, hey, your famous celebrities that you are busy following around and famous influencers that you're following around, they started like me, like with nothing, and it didn't stop them. And look at where they are right now. You are actually rooting for them now. You actually know who they are now because of where they are now. So it's literally the same as us who are starting out and no one knows us, but one day they'll be like, yeah, I remember when she started, or others will already find us when we are on top already, and they'll start loving us because we already have a number of followers, and you start receiving special treatment. So my point is, people tend to diminish and belittle people when they feel like someone is in their circle and they don't see the future and the vision. Here's what happens with a vision. A vision is yours and yours and yours alone. And you explaining your vision to someone else might not make sense. What you need to do as a person is you need to come out here and prove it. You know, you need to come out here. Let's say you are looking for a job and they tell you that we need a presentation, you know, show us what you have, show us what you can do. If you can't come out here and present it and say, this is my presentation, then how are people going to know what you're all about? If you're going to be discouraged by someone who is next to you and say, hey, don't even think about doing it, no one is going to listen to you. Of course, no one is going to listen to you if you don't put anything out there. You need to put something out there and prove it to people. That is why I always emphasize on consistency. I am so against someone who's going to start something and then you stop along the way and you give people that that right of will or right to speak and say, oh, you saw, we told you that she's not gonna get anywhere with such things. That's what she always does, or that's what he always does. He always starts things that he cannot finish. That is why I always say you need to stick to the race. You need to stay in the race. That is why I always say take breaks, but do not stop. So basically, I'm coming out with this video and I'm trying to avoid to advise someone who's saying they've been experiencing negativity when it comes to starting a business. There are so many people who will tell you that I started a business and I failed so many times until I got a breakthrough. There are so many people who have started like maybe who have tried like 10 business ideas and they never worked out until they got to their 11th. Do you think people are not ridiculing such people? Do you think people are not actually saying, whatever this person starts is not gonna work? But if you have a vision and you know where you are going with your vision, I'm the only one who ever understand. Like, I'm literally coming out on social media and I'm putting myself out here and I'm always telling people that, hey, I don't do anything for fun. I'm not wasting my time by coming out here on social media, but I know that social media can become a lucrative business. I know that social media can bring me money. I know that I can launch something off of social media. And when I try to explain it to maybe my close family and friends, they don't really unnecessarily understand what I'm doing. But because I am the one that understands, I am not going to stop. I'm not going to be stopped by their negativity. So I was trying to advise this person, and I was telling her that you should not stop because of people and what they're saying. And I was trying to tell her also that most of the times when it comes to social media, and I'm not speaking of social media and like social media only, I'm also speaking about a business. When it comes to starting a business or social media, most of the times you are not going to get support from the people that are in your inner cycle. You are not going to get support from your family members. You are going to get support from random people that do not even know you. People that don't even know you are the ones that are going to come and believe in you, are the ones that are going to come and uplift you. Because best believe, when it comes to a business, you need people for you to grow, for you to have to say, I have a clientele. Those are people. When it comes to social media, you need people for you to say, I have a community. So you need those people. And most of the time, don't expect those people to be your family members or your friends. Do not even expect it. And if you expect it that way, then you are not going anywhere. If you look at things and you're like, my family members are not actually, they are not actually watching my videos, or they are not, when you start, let's say you start a business, you're selling something, your family members will probably come to you and say, please give us a discount, or please give me for free. That is to show you how far their support goes. And I also explained to her that there's a time when my mom started a business, and when she started that business, I'm always gonna share this story because this story is very inspirational for me and I'll never forget it. When she started this business, people were laughing at her. She has 2 businesses that she started, and whenever she started those 2 businesses, people were laughing at her. And mind you, the same people that were laughing at her are the same people right now seeing that her businesses have become successful, have set her up. They are the same people who come back to her and say, can you please teach us how to do this? So that's the same thing. When you embark on a journey, when you are starting, it's gonna feel like you are lonely, you are alone, people are not supporting you. But the minute, it goes back to the saying, people will not support you until they realize that it is popular to support you. The minute people realize that you are now there, they'll start coming to you and start saying, how did you do it? And when you started and you were telling them that, guys, I'm doing this, they were not interested. But when they realize that, oh, she actually made it, he actually made it, then they'll be like, can you show us how you did it? And that is how we are as people. Like, we forget easily. Like, we quickly forget that we're the ones who were ridiculing the same person, telling the same person that don't do this, it's stupid, it's a stupid idea. I never consider anyone's idea stupid. Like, that is one thing for sure, is that I am interested in social media. I'm obviously have done my research so much that I am the one who understands why I'm doing what I'm doing. And explaining it to an accountant that this is what I'm doing might not make sense to that person. And there might be an accountant who's saying, this is what I'm embarking on. And I might not understand what that person is talking about. But I'm not going to say, you have a stupid idea. You do not have a stupid idea. You obviously have done proper research on that topic, and you realize that this is the topic that I want to stay on. And like I said in one of my other videos that I shared before, it's only consistency that is going to get you there. No matter what people say, no matter how disheartening and discouraging the numbers might be when you start, but the consistency will take you there. Because the more you remain consistent, you start getting, when I was in school, we learned about word of mouth. You start getting people who tell each other about you. I remember there's a time when I made so much numbers on TikTok. People started talking about me because of the kind of information that I was sharing on TikTok. They started referring each other to me, you know. So that is how it is. That is how growth comes by. Sometimes it's through word of mouth. And how is word of mouth going to come if you decide, oh, I got discouraged, I'm not gonna put it out there? If you don't put yourself out there, who's ever going to know about you? And it's not only about social media that I'm talking about negativity. There could be negativity in so many things. My daughter always tells me that, Mom, when I grow up, I want to become a teacher and an actress. And I'm never discouraging her. I'm never discouraging her, because I always feel like that's what you want to do. I'm going to support you in whatever you want to do. You know, if you're a friend of mine and you tell me that, oh, this is what I want to do, I'm going to support you, as much as I might not understand what it is you want to do, why you want to do it, but I am going to support you in what you want to do. So my advice to you, like I said, how to deal with negative people, how to deal with the naysayers and negative people, be it in your inner cycle or just around you, is, you know what, just keep it moving, because the race is yours and yours alone. You are in this thing alone. Like, you came here on earth alone and you're going to live alone. You are in your own race alone. You are the one who is looking at the finish line. You are the one who has the vision in your head. And you know that, okay, if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, this is where this thing is going to get me. So you can't stop because someone else says that is a stupid idea. You can't stop because one person, 2 people, 3 people, or even 5 people said, we are not going to support you. Deal with that one person who decides to support you, even if it means you are doing something. You know what's crazy about content creating is that sometimes you could spend so much hours creating maybe a reel or creating a vlog or whatever, and you get like only 20 viewers. And that can be so disheartening. Even if it means you're creating content for only 2 people every day, then so be it. with you remaining consistent, even if you are having a business and so far you only have 5 people who are buying, who support you, then so be it. You don't have to stop because you only have 5 clients. Like, you're not going to start with like 1,000 clients, 100,000 clients. But by you remaining consistent and by you creating quality of whatever that it is that you are doing, potentially your business is going to sell itself. Whatever that you are putting out there, it's going to speak for itself. Your work is going to speak for itself. And you see them, they're like starting to flock in. And you know what, I believe I've heard this somewhere, when someone says there is a group of people, or there is a community, whatever that you set your mind on, there is a community for everyone. Like, I'm here on YouTube. There are so many people that are on YouTube. I don't want to lie, that sometimes you might get discouraged. But one thing you need to know, that whenever you decide that I need a platform, God has already prepared a flock that is personally yours. And those people, no matter how much they might come in faster, they might come in slower. I was listening to one YouTuber today when she was talking about, when she was asked how long did it take her to get to 100 subscribers. And she said it took her about 3 months to get to 100 subscribers. And this YouTuber has been on YouTube now for 2 years. Yeah, she's been on YouTube for 2 years, but now she is already at like almost 30,000 subscribers. So it doesn't matter how you start. It personally took me only 1 or 2 weeks to get to 100 subscribers. But right now I've been on YouTube for over a year. I'm still on 1,000 subscribers. She's already on 30K and she's already monetized. I'm not even monetized yet. So it might be slow and steady, it might be fast. It's our races are not the same. Our race as a person, you only have one race and you need to focus on yours only. You need to shut down all the naysayers and everything. And people, there will always be negativity. People will always try to bring you down with negativity. So you need to also develop a thick skin that says, I don't care what you're saying, I'm moving ahead. People will laugh at you and say, she's doing this and she only has 2 clients. She's doing this. And hey, I don't care. I'm passionate about this and I'm staying in the race and I'm continuing. So yeah, that's how you need to deal with the negativities and naysayers. Just shut your ears off from the negativity. Use it rather as a motivation that, you know what, I'm going to keep on pushing, so that one day y'all are going to come out here and swallow all your words and try to hide and in due time and in due season you will reap what you sow. You cannot reap if you don't sow. If you say, I want to do this, I want to become this, and then people say, oh, no, then you do not sow. You decide that I'm not going to sow because people said something. Then what are you going to reap? You can't reap if you do not sow. Joseph had to be sold by his brothers. That was his transport for God to take him where he was supposed to be. At that point, he felt like this negativity. He's been taken, his future has been maybe destroyed. He's been taken away from his father. But at that point, God knew that he was supposed to receive the backlash and the hate for him to get to where he was supposed to be. Let that negativity, use it as a motivation actually to want to do better. Use it as a motivation actually to want to make it even way more. You even have way more reason for you to make it than to fail. Because you have eyes that are looking, peeping and saying, oh, let's check how far is she. There are probably people who would probably check in on me just to see how far am I. Has she given up yet? Oh, she's still doing this. We thought she had given up a long time ago. No, honey, I'm not going to give up. Like I always say, the only time I'm going to give up in life is if I'm 6 feet down, like under dead. If I'm still alive, if God wakes me up every day, it's a chance for me to try again every day. I'm going to wake up and I'm going to come out here and I'm going to try and I'm going to look like a fool because I'm serving a small audience. But no, I'd rather look like a fool, knowing that one day it is going to pay off. Knowing that 10 years from now, I'm going to look back and say, hey, I'm proud of you for not giving up. I'm proud of you for not listening to those negative people that were saying things. You know, Thank you so much, guys, for tuning into today's video. Like, it went longer than I expected, but I hope you found so much value from this video, and I hope that from today onwards you are not going to be listening to the negative and naysayers. I hope that from today onwards you're going to learn to put yourself first, put your vision first, put your goals and your dreams and your aspiration first, and know that you are the one who comes first. Like, period. Don't forget to leave a comment down below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, okay? And also, don't forget to follow me on TikTok and on Instagram. I am here to inspire and to be inspired by you as well. I love you guys so much, and I will definitely see you in the next video.